Welcome to the lesson for Thursday, 12:10. We're looking at solving with synthetic division still. We're just going to do a little bit more because we're going to do it with x to the fourth now. And this is pretty easy after the last 2 days that we've spent on this. Listing all the possible roots is still the same thing. I'm doing the factors of the last divided by the factors of the first. Factors of 12 divided by the factors of 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, obviously. And then I divide each of those by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, which I already have. And really anything that reduces 4 over 2, 6 over 2, 12 over 2, it's already going to be on the list. So the only other ones would be 1 over 2 and 3 over 2. So 1/2 and 3/2. So that's my list of possibles. So I'm going to use synthetic division, the remainder theorem, to figure out which ones work. And we demonstrated that already yesterday. I'm just going to do it one more time here just to make sure. So if I have 2x to the fourth and minus 7x to the third minus 6 plus 23 x plus 12. Okay, so when I put this in, I'm looking for factors. Now I can see pretty quickly 3 is one of them. It gives me a remainder of 0. I didn't even have to type any of those in. But hold on to that. Leave that in the calculator. I see that 3 works. So I'm going to use 3 in my synthetic division with my coefficients from the numerator. Add, down, multiply. Add, down, multiply. You see the remainder of 0. Now remember, we started with x to the fourth, so there's 4 terms because this one then starts with 1 less exponent, or x to the third. This is what I need to solve. Now if I can solve this using one of our factoring methods from last week, sure, I would solve that by grouping maybe, or some other method. But that can't be solved this way, so what do? Well, now I've got to do it again. I have to do synthetic division again. Now it's going to be the same list. I don't have to make a new list. I just need to go through that list and find another one that works. I need to find another number that works. And you can see down here that negative 1/2 is going to work. But I might try 6, 12. I mean, that's getting way too far away. Look at that y value. That's nowhere near 0. And maybe I try negative 2. No. Negative 3. No. Negative 4. No. It's getting farther away. So maybe I try the fractions. 1/2. No. Negative 1/2. Okay, there it is. And again, it takes a little bit to guess and check, but still way faster than just using synthetic division. So I used negative 1/2 as my divisor. There's my remainder of 0, and I come up with this equation at the end. Now we're going to be doing 2 things with this. We're going to be finding the zeros and the x-intercepts, which is really easy. But I'm going to take this remaining equation, because right now I found 3 works, and I found negative 1/2 as a solution. And I'm going to solve this. Now the first thing I see is that all these are divisible by 2. So I'm going to take a 2 out and just get this a little smaller. Not every problem does this, but if you see there's a GCF, take it out and just reduce it. And I'm going to do quadratic formula with this equation. And when I do that, I get 1 plus or minus the square root of 17 over 2. So my zeros are 1 plus the square root of 17 over 2, 1 minus the square root of 17 over 2, negative 1/2, and 3, 4 zeros because it was x to the fourth. And I also asked you for the x-intercepts today. That just means you need to list these 4 answers as x-intercepts. 3 as 3, 0, negative 1/2, 0, and then get the decimal, approximate decimal answers for these 2, which is 2.6 and negative 1.6. And all you're doing is putting them in a point as an x-intercept, that number, 0, to list the x-intercepts. Make sure you do that part. That'll be important for tomorrow. All right, that's it. You can start working on the homework or go back to the live session if you need help.